Should a surrender feature be added to Battlegrounds? There's something weird going on with the Battle Pass and the turnover, and I am now playing as the Tempest. We may be doing a bit of a live stream today. More on all of that starting right now. Let's start with the matchmaking imbalance suggestion for a surrender feature. All right. Now, we've all been in Battlegrounds before where the matchup was not fair. Yeah, surprisingly, that happens inside of Diablo Immortal. And we've also been there while someone is just waiting to take down all the idols and they're just going kill hunting, right? They're not actually trying to do the objective. They just want to rack up those kills. It's a lot of fun when you're on the killing end, but when you're not, it actually makes for a really drawn out and long Battlegrounds experience. We have Malzahar right here suggesting that we throw in, or that Blizzard puts into the game, a surrender feature. So if you get yourself put into one of these moments, you as a team could most likely do some type of a vote and surrender the match. The question is, would this be something that's actually valuable for the game, or would it be something that would be abused and actually hurt the Battlegrounds experience? I'll give you my opinion, and I would love it if you guys gave me yours as well in the comments of this video. I personally feel that a surrender type feature would be something that could be and would potentially be abused over time. How bad would you feel if you were doing good in a match and you were personally having a good experience with the match, whether others were or not, and then suddenly, even though you vote to not end it, the match does end for you? I don't think that in matchmaking, Battlegrounds, PvP, there should be an ability to surrender. If we take a look at other genres, let's say shooters, for example, Call of Duty, there's no surrender. If you lose and you take that lashing. And that's kind of what I think should happen here as well. I am not a proponent for a surrender feature, although I do think the idea is valid, and I don't think there's anything wrong with suggesting it. I don't think that it would be beneficial for the game overall in the long run. I think sometimes what people actually do is if they find themselves in one of those situations, they sit at spawn, put their phone down, and go do something else until it's over because the frustration is so deep. Surrender, for me, would be a no. So, what do you guys think? Again, let me know in the comments. I want to dive back into the game, though, and take a look at the Battle Pass, all right? We notice here that the Battle Pass has 8 days, 19 hours. I haven't completed it yet because, as you guys know, I save all of my resources for Monday. It's just what I like to do. Not more on that right now. All right, so we do have some changes coming to the Battle Pass as well. Fragments are coming to the game. They are not telluric fragments, as I initially thought in our previous video. They are just regular gem fragments that are going to be used to upgrade your gems, which is also still cool. But they did speak of telluric pearls and kind of nerfing the telluric pearls. It's nothing set in stone. I don't think that it is... It's something that was confirmed as nerfing the telluric pearls, but a lot of people are talking about how where you were able to get telluric pearls in the past, you are now not able to, or you get fewer. Now, going through here, I'm trying to see right now where telluric pearls are. They are on the paid path right here, where you can get 2 telluric pearls. I'm looking for a spot where there are any telluric pearls on the top tier. Here's another choice of telluric pearls here, I believe. And I think there's more telluric pearls right here. They're all in the bottom tier. There may be some at the end on the top tier. Let's see. Actually, I'm wondering, and I don't recall because I don't really... Here we go. We got some options of telluric pearls here as well. Point being, I don't recall if when you're supposed to get a legendary crest over here in the top row, if you have the choice of a legendary crest or telluric pearls. I think it's just a legendary crest. So people are saying that we are potentially getting less telluric pearls on free-to-play, or maybe even potentially as a $5 low spend than you were in the past. The Battle Pass was receiving a buff to hopefully add more value to it for people that do spend on the Battle Pass, but will that actually be a thing? We're not sure. We're going to have to see when it drops because the patch notes and how they were discussed was a little bit vague. Now, keep in mind here, this is ending in 9 days, and there was a Reddit post that was talking about this, and it brought up some confusion about it. Now, if we take a look right here, the Battle Pass, the new Battle Pass, is going to be starting on June 7th. June 7th is a Saturday. and that actually aligns with what is being shown inside of the game. The funny thing is, Diablo Immortal has never had a battle pass end on a Saturday. It's always been ending on a Thursday. But then after this battle pass passes and we get to the next battle pass, it's back to that Thursday cadence. So it's leaving a lot of people to question, why is this battle pass ending Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2 days after it typically does? Are they trying to balance out a calendar to make sure that we have enough days? Are one of these month segments, actually it's not a month, it's shorter than a month, but are one of these battle pass segments going to be shorter than others, not giving players enough time to push to the end? At the end of the day, most of you watching this video are most likely never struggling to get, a ton of Gift of Renown, being able to push yourself through the end and get all of the battle pass tiers. But there are many players who are more casual than you and me and who actually don't make it to that final chest, that are struggling towards the end of the season to get there. So something like this that would make it a little bit more difficult for players could be something that would be hurtful to them and to their accounts. Now, to kind of to fix this, or to make it less of an issue, the biggest value, in my opinion, that you get from the Battle Pass is always the cosmetic. All right, the cosmetic is the highest value item, and now we get it at rank 15. Although, man, I still don't like these cosmetics, guys. I know a lot of you do. This comes at rank 15 to prevent you from not being able to get to level 40 and finally unlock the cosmetic. It was a good change that came in like a year ago inside of the game. But still, everyone wants to get their money's worth and they want to get everything from the Battle Pass. I don't blame them. Now, I did say that I am now playing as the Tempest. I was playing as the Barbarian, and I realized that I was struggling to put a ton of damage on my Barbarian. I was struggling to make him as strong as I could for something like Reliquary, trying to make him be a massive damage dealer. So I decided to switch classes to one of the stronger classes inside of the game, which was going to either be the Crusader, big damage dealer, or the Tempest, another big damage dealer. With that, I have not played the Tempest since the Tempest launched, and I probably played for 2 or 3 months as Tempest on that launch. So I did put together a PvE build, which has been working very nice. Tempest is a much different style gameplay than I'm used to, being a Barbarian or a Crusader most of the time. So it's taking some getting used to, but I want to go on stream with you guys today. I want to build out a PvP build for the Tempest as well, share with all of you my PvE build, and then dive into Battlegrounds. And I'll tell you what, Battlegrounds is probably going to be a bit of a mess for me. Luckily for me, I haven't been pushing Battlegrounds as much as I want to, so I'm not going to be a super high rank, so I can mess around against some of these lower level players, even some bots, and really get used to the playstyle of Tempest along with all of you. I want to do that on a live stream today. That's going to be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll play for a couple of hours together. We'll put together a solid Tempest build, and we will compare it to my Barbarian to see just how much damage we're able to drop with the Tempest versus what I was dropping with my Barbarian class over the last couple of months. I hope to see all of you guys there in the live stream. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you found it useful, and I'll see you guys later on today in the live.